Ireti was a place where tradition was woven into the very fabric of life. Among the villagers, one woman stood out, Iya Ireti, a skilled weaver whose clothes were known far and wide for their beauty and durability. But Iya Ireti was not only known for her weaving skills, she was also known for her sharp tongue and quick temper. Iya Ireti had an apprentice, Adunni, a young woman with a gentle spirit and a heart full of dreams. Adunni was an orphan taken in by Iya Ireti after her parents died in a tragic accident. Although Iya Ireti provided for her, she treated Adunni harshly, making her work long hours and constantly berating her for the smallest mistakes. One day, a wealthy trader from the neighboring village approached Iya Ireti with an order for a special cloth. The trader promised a large sum of money, enough to elevate Iya Ireti's status in the village. Iya Ireti saw this as an opportunity to make a name for herself. She then instructed Adunni to work on the cloth, but she gave her impossible deadlines and provided her with poor quality materials. But despite these challenges, Adunni poured her heart into the work, weaving late into the night, her fingers bleeding from the effort. When the cloth was finally completed, it was a masterpiece. But instead of praising Adunni, Iya Ireti took all the credit for the work, presenting the cloth to the trader as her own creation. Adunni was left in tears, her spirit broken by the betrayal of Iya Ireti. As time passed, Iya Ireti's business flourished. She gained more customers, and her name spread beyond the borders of Ireti Village. However, as her wealth grew, so did her arrogance. She began to neglect her work, relying solely on Adunni to meet the increasing demands. But the harsh treatment continued. She still continued to treat Adunni badly, not minding the fact that she does all the work. And Adunni's health began to deteriorate. One fateful day, as Iya Ireti was preparing for a major festival, she received an urgent order from the king's palace. The queen requested a special cloth to be worn during the festival, and Iya Ireti saw this as a chance to solidify her reputation. She instructed Adunni to create the cloth once again, providing her with poor materials and an unreasonable deadline, knowing that Adunni was not fine. Adunni, weak and exhausted, tried her best, but her body could no longer keep up with the demands. The cloth she produced was of poor quality, full of flaws, and loses thread. When Iya Ireti saw the cloth, she was furious. She screamed at Adunni, blaming her for ruining her reputation. In her rage, Iya Ireti struck Adunni, and Adunni fell to the ground, almost unconscious. The villagers, seeing and hearing the commotion, rushed to Iya Ireti's house. When they saw Adunni lying on the ground, they were horrified. The village elders intervened and Adunni was taken to the healer. But the damage has been done. The story of Iya Ireti's action towards Adunni spread quickly, and customers began to turn away from her. The once thriving business started to decline because of her wickedness towards Adunni. As Iya Ireti's fortunes dwindled, Adunni slowly recovered. The village healer didn't let her go. He took her in and cared for her like a daughter. Under his guidance, Adunni's health improved, and she regained her strength. Baba Awo, the village healer, who was also a skilled weaver, began to teach Adunni the ancient secrets of the craft. And with time, Adunni became an even more talented weaver than Iya Ireti. One day, a prominent chief from a distant land visited the village. He was in search of a unique cloth for his daughter's wedding. Hearing about Adunni's skills, he approached her with the request. Adunni, now confident in her abilities, accepted the challenge. She worked tirelessly using the skills Baba Awo had taught her and created a cloth so beautiful that it left the chief in awe. The chief spread the word about Adunni's talents round the village far and wide, and soon she became the most sought-after weaver in the region. Meanwhile, Iya Ireti, who had lost everything, watched from the shadows as Adunni's star rose. She regretted doing what she had done to Adunni. A girl she was meant to take care of, to take as a child, she maltreated, and now she has lost her opportunity. The villagers who once respected Iya Ireti now turned their backs on her, remembering how she had mistreated Adunni. Years later, when Iya Ireti was old and frail, she approached Adunni with a heart full of regret. She begged for forgiveness. Tears streamed down her face. Adunni, with a heart full of kindness, forgave her former mistress, but the damage had already been done. Iya Ireti spent the rest of her days in solitude, a living reminder of the saying, "What goes around comes around." Adunni, on the other hand, continued to prosper, not just because of her skills, but because of her gentle spirit and the love she showed to everyone around her. She became a symbol of hope in the village, a reminder that goodness always prevails in the end. The story of Iya Ireti and Adunni teaches us that our actions have consequences. When we mistreat others, it may bring us temporary success, but in the end, it is kindness, humility, and hard work that lead to lasting prosperity. What we give to the world, whether good or bad, will eventually come back to us. The choice we make in life shapes our future. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like and share. If this is your first time of visiting this channel, please subscribe for more stories that touches the heart and inspires the soul. Remember, in life, what goes around comes around. See you next time.